Hi everybody, welcome to a very important video. Fastest route to become profitable in options trading. Today we're gonna talk about strategies of three different families. Also, we're gonna talk about what is the number one issue which people face, which continuously get them into losses, how to avoid it, how to come into profit zone real quick. In short amount of time, you're gonna learn a lot. Number one problem which option trader face and the solution. The number one problem is there are so many strategies, 50s, 60s, hundreds of it. So which one is ideal? What are the core principles which you should know when you're creating an option strategy, especially if you are fed up with the results which you're getting from options and you want somebody to guide you to a better way. So in this video, I'm going to discuss option strategies of three different families. Why should you consider it? And obviously they're gonna be a VIP points as well towards the end of the video, which gives you a complete insight. Let's understand every single thing about it. So we're gonna talk about strategy number one, which comes from the philosophy of having a really big wide range, number one, and number two, probability of profit is really high. So let's understand everything about that. So this is the strategy number one, which you must consider. This comes from a family of so many strategies in which all the legs are in one particular month only. In this situation, we have shorted a put credit spread and we went out of the money and we shorted the call. When we do this, it gives us a really high probability of profit, which is around 83%, which is really good, right? It's gonna take a margin of approximately 60, 65, 70,000 rupees. But if you look at the payoff, that is really ultra wide. So if you're just starting out and if you do not want to do a lot of adjustments, strategy like these can be really rewarding. You can also do a Batman as well. If you want, you can also do a ratio spread, but make sure that you get a really big, high and huge range. Okay, now how to deal with when things gonna go against you is obviously I'm going to cover, but just if you're just starting it out and you just want to start fresh on a clean slate, this can be one of the best strategies ever. The reason is that market go up slowly, wherein any kind of bad news come, market really go fast down. In this situation, any kind of move on the downside, it's fully protected. But in the other side, you may have some challenge. One of a really top strategy. Now let me show you how this looks on the chart, so you're gonna have more clarity about this. When you trade something like this, you see your break even is so high, and if market go really up, crazy fast move, only then we're going to have certain amount of loss. In this area, which you see my cursor is, this is where you're gonna have maximum amount of profit, and downside is not an issue. This strategy can be definitely used when there is not much of a bull run anticipation in the market. So definitely can be considered one of the safest strategies. It's also called Twisted Sister. You can watch the video on my channel to understand more about this. Now let's go to strategy number two and understand why it is highly recommended. In this second strategy which I recommend, this come from an iron fly or a butterfly family. It's really good for traders who have time to do some kind of adjustments. In this situation, what do? Is we obviously short at the money straddle. So you can see 24,900 is short and 24,900 put is short. Both are short, and then we buy wings. We go out of the money, we buy, we go out of the money, put, and we buy. When you do something like this, the best part about these kind of strategy is that there is no unlimited loss at all. As you know, on this channel, I talk about things which people do not really pay attention to. This is what you want actually, right? Because market can move really swiftly. In this one, market can go up or down. Your maximum loss is obviously fixed, which is around 10,000. You can tweak your bought legs, right? You bought 25,600, you can tweak it, you can move it inside or you can move it outside. So your maximum loss is going to change. It can become less or big. Strategy number three. This comes from a family of calendar. Now, all three are completely different. Obviously, you can find a lot of strategies which are in the same league almost, but this strategy, which is called the calendar, right? In this, we create a put calendar and a call calendar, and we combine all the four legs. As you can see right here, right? We shorted 24,450, we long the same, and then we shorted and we long. We obviously can play around with the strikes. There is no doubt about that. We can probably move it up or move it down accordingly to what you think is good for you. So that's one of the best part about this kind of strategy. Suppose if you want to go for 24,600 more, for example, right, you can always do that, and you can always move yours, next month as well. You can either you can have the same strike, or you can have a different strike, as you can see what's happening on the screen right now. So 24,450, probably you can do 24,500 as well, and then you see the payoff graph completely change. Now these kind of strategies are really good for somebody who wants to trade during the low VIX environment. Nothing comes even closer to trading calendar when it comes to low VIX. Really phenomenal. It gives you the range, it gives you the peace of mind. Fantastic, right? So definitely, either if you want to be safer, either make sure that your one side is completely safe. Okay, that's a long range strategies which come from the strategy of creating the big break evens. A lot of people are fan of something like this. I'm gonna tell you in the VIP points how you can make it even better. Okay, but one bite at a time, one step at a time. Okay, and if you are a slight advanced trader, you don't want to take unlimited risk. In that situation, iron fly, it's the best strategy to create, but iron fly asks for a lot of adjustments. And if you are someone who really struggle with low VIX environment and you know how to maneuver the trade, but you want to be safe at all times, nothing beats calendar. Now there are at least 5 or 6 strategies which are very popular, which falls into this category, right? You can, in calendar, you can do diagonal calendar, you can do cross calendar, you can do the same strike calendar. That's what you can do. But whatever you do, make sure that it belongs to this family. In strategy number 1, if you want to create something like this, you can also do a call ratio spread, you can do a call ladder, you can create a credit spread of call, and then you can buy the call. Doesn't matter what, or you can do a Batman of call in one side. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're ultimately doing the same thing. Name of the strategy does not matter, but make sure that your processes, your strategies are really top notch, because when you get very high POP, I do understand that gives you certain amount of peace of mind. Now it's time to discuss VIP points, and what do I have for you? VIP points is for people who watch the video till the very end to really squeeze out even a single drop of information, knowledge, wisdom which you get from the video, right? Remember, if you are a beginner, start with non-directional strategies with no unlimited loss. If you are a complete beginner, iron fly is your friend. Okay, if you are slightly advanced in this situation, you can always go for twisted sister strategy, which I showed you. You make sure that you do not sell anything naked option, especially on the put side. That can be really disastrous for you, right? Always keep hard exit in mind if things start to go against you. If you can do a lot of adjustments, or if you've been watching my videos, I'm sure you must have got really nice and creative ways to adjust your trade. But if you cannot do it, if you're busy, it's always it rewards to keep some kind of a hard exit. So if you want to make 2% ROI, make sure that your hard exit is stop loss is around 2% or 3%. Always better. If you can adjust it, if you can come out in profits, that's even better. But if you just want to protect yourself, these things, these strategies, rules which I'm giving you, definitely going to help you in your trading. There is no doubt about that. Your first priority is to reduce risk. Always remember this. Now, the main hidden thing which I want to tell you is that everybody focuses on making money, profit always, right? The newer the trader is, the more profit he's going to focus on. But only if you are experienced, if you are beaten black and blue by the market, only then you realize that it's not only about profit. It's actually about managing your risk. You strip your risk down, really down, okay, so that you become practically undefeatable, unbeatable in the market. In these strategies, if you're struggling, these strategies, iron fly, you focus it, you make it better, or you make twisted sister or calendar in a low VIX environment, it's gonna give you an edge. At least you know in which direction you have to head to. That's why I say hit and trial way of trading one must completely avoid. You can elevate your trading game, but you can learn the craft in record time. Less monitoring, premium strategies are perfect for low stress trading. It's all about improving one step at a time, going towards the right direction, not to get confused between hundreds of strategies out there. Get the top notch, practice it, do it for a few months, and really master it. Remember, in trading, you only have to crack it once in your life. Technology come, technology go. Anything can happen in a private job. You guys all know it. In any kind of business, it's always better to create some kind of a side income which involves a lot of intelligence, a lot of skill. All right, guys. So that's all from me today. I hope and pray that you really get profitable really fast. You improve your trading. And like I always say, you're going to do so well in trading that you will surprise everyone. I wish you all the best. Bye.